Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here now, day 2052 with my little friend characters because we're talking about dressing the part, dressing to impress, looking the part for how you want to show up in the world, whether it's to be a little Girl Scout, a marshal, or a sheriff, a superhero, or a really smart, good problem solver. We sometimes want to take into account our appearance, what we look like, dressing the part. And I talked about some experiences I've had with learning that sometimes it's important to dress the part, unless, of course, you're a billionaire or you absolutely positively do not care what other people think about you, no matter what. We're talking about in this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to get what we want. Confidence this month, and we're picking an area of confidence to apply the SOAP framework to. And I usually pick an improvement area or something that I want to change about the area that we're talking in the challenge for the particular month. And this month is confidence, and I picked appearance, my appearance, how I show up, hair, makeup, clothes, in different situations, etc. Because sometimes I feel like I miss the mark when I'm doing that. Am I? Probably not. I mean, I've never been super duper embarrassed by any way that I've shown up, but I think I could come across better in a lot of situations. It's part of why I took all the toys out of the background, except I added the alien today, because I like to mix it up and see if people are paying attention or if they even care and wonder, why the heck do you have an alien nightlight in your background? Why do you have a batik in your background? Why do you have little bunnies and bears around you? Well, because I love being a grandma, so I like to have a lot of things around that I know that the girls would love. I have 3 granddaughters, and they are the most important thing in the whole wide world to me. So today we're talking about our story, which is the S in the SOAP framework. Our story or our situation. What is our current story or situation? And then what is our desired story or situation? We usually only make a change or think about or even notice in our lives when we're having a challenge, a problem, a setback, an obstacle, a really frustrating area, or something in our life. Something gets our attention because it isn't the way we want it to be. And that's when we'll address it. And we can use the SOAP framework. We are installing the SOAP framework in our subconscious to make sure that we always get the best possible outcome for ourselves, given any situation that comes along in our lives, any experience that comes along. And I started doing this and sharing this in 2020 as part of the pandemic, as part of the Get Up and Go challenge, so that I would keep moving forward, right? It was pretty easy to fall into the trap of, well, I'm just going to sit and wait this out. Well, 2 weeks became months, 2 months became actually 2 years, where we were in some way, shape, or form, at least here in the United States, shut down, locked down, manipulated, and managed by outside forces, right? And so I had to find my way for working through that and not letting that negatively impact me. Now, I'm sure, like everybody else, there were positives and negatives, like every situation that came out of that situation. But I think for decades to come, we're going to see the profound BS negative impacts of all of that. And now, you hear about how President Biden wants to bring the lockdowns back again. And I will tell you right now, I'm going to stand up and say, no, NFW. That's just my opinion. So if you wonder where I stand on any of that, that is absolutely positively where I stand on that. I think I personally am a person that could be negatively impacted by COVID. I have heart issues, and so I need to make sure that I protect and quarantine myself and take precautions. But everybody in the population doesn't need to do that, right? It's ridiculous. And I think that it's actually making the situation worse than if we were and had never been locked down. Of course, that's my personal opinion. I have not done scientific tests to verify that, but guess what? Neither has anyone else in the government, etc., or in the world, except the people that are trying to manipulate. So, our story and our situation. What's our current story and our current situation? So that's our assignment or our action item for today. Every day of the challenge we do mostly it's a small thing every day, because trying to show and demonstrate the incredible impact of taking a little single daily action and how that can positively change your life for the better. Our idiom again today was look the part, and I shared a couple of stories about looking the part or not looking the part, and why I selected. And it's kind of hard to select and say, hey, I want to get more confident in my appearance. And so, maybe I should dye my hair. Maybe I should lose weight. Maybe I should whatever. So I'll be exploring that this week. While other people are exploring other areas of confidence. Maybe you want to improve public speaking. Maybe you want to do live videos. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to find better ways to communicate because that will increase your confidence, etc. Whatever it is for you. All right, that's all I've got today. It is Wednesday of a short week, so I'm busy, busy, busy. I like being busy. I mean, it's really funny. My 2-year-old granddaughter, you'll ask her a question, she says, "I'm busy," in her little baby voice, her little baby 2-year-old voice. It's just adorable. It's like, "No, Grandma, I'm busy. No, Mom, I'm busy. No, Dad, I'm busy." And so, we're all telling her we're busy all the time. So maybe it's not the best thing to be. But she is a go-getter, so I'm not worried about her at all. All right, if I can help you in any way, ask. Remember, you can always find me by looking. It's not hard to find me. And I'm here to be a resource if you need it on offline, online businesses, etc. Or maybe just some life advice, like how to get your goals. All right, have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.